join on my guy's party again. Good luck. Fuck, I need more than luck, man. Oof. Better Wi-Fi to start with, maybe.
Alright, fingers crossed it works. Alright, hi, I'll talk to you in a bit. Right. Hope this will work. Doesn't show the live streaming thing though, it's weird. It is, it's on air. We're on air, apparently.
Could you double check?
Yeah, it's on air. We're on air. Right, sweet. I don't trust technology whatsoever. Yes, we're live. Perfect. Right.
Didn't take that long at all.
No, well, it's going to be a new video now as well, so we won't have to listen to me talk for half an hour. Perfect.
So I didn't actually get anything that you said before. Can you just re-say it?
No. Yeah, it was saying about the rules. Alright, here you go. Well, anyway, guys, the reason we're having to start late is because one of the guys on UGT was using a horrendous camo, so yeah, so here we are, half an hour later. We've actually got... Look in here.
Oh, that horrendous camo's back. It's back.
I know. We've actually got Scott Allen using what looks like a vapor there. Is that a vapor? I don't know. Let's have a look. Right. I'm actually starting this game off from the Divinity right now. Here we go.
First blood kisser.
So what do your guys like on the old hardpoint? How do they fare?
Not bad, to be fair. Well, to be fair, I think it all depends on all callouts, doesn't it, really?
Yeah, that's for sure, that's for sure. I mean, it's an interesting one here, to be fair. Let's swap over for a second. Let's go to a bit of UGT. Because, interestingly here, I mean, from a strategy perspective, it's quite surprising that they're not pushing. The thing is with this middle hard point, it's quite different to get control, because obviously, as you know, there's so many different points, entry points, whether it be through vents or through window, or from door, or even from behind.
There is so many places to watch. You've got vents, you've got window, both lobbies. It's ridiculous.
That is for sure. UGT have got a bit of a hold on this one right now.
Got Alan getting two.
You've got Pulsive doing a bit of an anchor jobby here as well. He's been gone down now, so it looks like your guys are coming around behind. Yeah, you're going to have... So you'll start spawning there now because you've got anchor, that's all good.
You've got a good hold here, to be fair. Oh, nice break.
That'll be a close one. But yeah, Pulsive's basically been drafted into the team. He used to play for Chaotic, obviously no longer with us in the league. Due to unforeseen circumstances, let's leave it like that. So, yeah, he's obviously been drafted into the team now to, I guess, give them a bit more support, which I'm sure will be, should go quite nice and well for him. Perfect. Things. How long have we got now? We've got 5 seconds left. Let's swap over to someone close to the hard point. Here we go. What would you say was your team's strongest kind of game mode? Have they got a preference? Have they got something they just enjoy playing more, or?
Probably control or S&D.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably their strongest.
What would you put that down to?
I won't say too much, obviously, for streams, but you know.
What would you put that down
too
to?
much away. I don't know. It's well. To be fair, it's just if callouts are on point, then all game modes really.
Hmm. No, it's quite nice
Just
and close.
Callouts and battles. Yeah, I like this.
That's it. I'm going to swap over to watch Pulsive for a second with horrible camo.
Oh, lovely.
Big kill, big kill. Oh, well, this is fancy. Look at this. Oh. Perfect. There's a lot of things you can actually do in Conquest mode that I don't even have a clue how to use, so I'm not going to attempt it. I'm not going to attempt it. That's quite
Not
nice.
embarrassing yourself. What's going on?
There we go. Look at that. That's close down to a T. Because you guys are currently 3 wins to only 1 loss, aren't you, at the moment? So you've had quite a good start. I think you've taken about 9 out of 12 points. That's pretty good. Oh, nice little melee there. That's what I like to see.
But you guys, you've got 4 out of 4, ain't you? Or you're
yeah.
move to rise, are you?
Yeah, absolutely. So just because obviously with Venom basically, I say kind of having to leave the league. Effectively, we kind of ice it up, rise very last minute, and we basically kind of took on Venom's record just to kind of make it fair on the team. And I think they played you first, didn't they? Actually, Venom, you actually beat them.
Yeah, we beat them 3-0.
You beat them 3-0, and they obviously defaulted the last 2 maps, so you got that 5-0 win. And then, yeah, so we're sat with their record, which is fine. I'm sure when we play you again, we'll see what we can do to rectify that, but it'll be a good game. It'll be a good game. Nah, it'll be good. It's
yeah, it'll be good.
It'll certainly be
You've got some quite good players now, to be fair.
Oh, don't tell them that. Don't let me hear you say that. Nah, they're handy. They know what they're doing. They certainly have to get an earful from one of the guys on our team called Scott, who's a bit of he's kind of playing quite a long time like me, playing since kind of COD 4 days. So quite a veteran. He's been quite a few LANs as well. So between us, we kind of dictate how we want the game to be played because we're lovely people like that. But no, it works well. It works well.
It does, yeah. As long as it works.
Yeah, I think that the thing is with a lot of teams, I think they get really fixated, especially on something like hardpoint, on just sitting on the hardpoint. You don't need that. You need map control, and I mean, this is always a really hard point here because obviously you know you're almost going to be sitting a bit more central to kind of protect it. But I would certainly have someone pushed out close to window, holding down that gun turret at this point in time, because that's if you think about it, not only is it anchoring that spawn for the second hard point as well, but it's also fundamental because at the end of the day, if someone is looking inside and they're watching outside into the window from that helicopter there, and they die, well, it's a little bit late for the team to receive that call out because they're already in the hard point at that time, you know. Whereas if someone dies outside by the gun, your team's got a good 2-3 seconds to react to that call out. You know, there's something about I've heard it a lot of times where teams will call someone up going, he's behind us. Well, that's awesome, but if he's already through the back door, guys, it's a bit late to know that information. We, you know, especially as I'm sure as you said, it's probably a second delay anyway before your rest of the team hear it. So
that's it.
You know, it's not. It's just giving your team, that information. In a decent amount of time, and certainly telling someone you died when someone's running on the hard point, it is a bit late in the day. Here we go. This is good. Oh, bit of lag there. Nice, good little turn of play there. Thing is though, my only concern is that they took quite a while to contest that. They were still contesting that at under 20 seconds. Here we go. Thing is though, if your guys can get some vital kills here, it can turn around. But it is a very I'm watching AJ now. This is a very difficult hill to contest with just a sword. I can see you've also got
it's Oaken behind.
Yeah, I was literally about to say he was about to flank. So they want to be getting lobby down now. They want to be locking down lobby and make sure they've watched bottom stairs. Pulse is on the flank right now. Let's get input down. Nice.
Be shut down.
So, I mean, from your team's perspective right now, obviously you've got your team spawning in bottom stairs right now. Are they? Do they tend to call that out? You know, where they're spawning? Because the thing is, well, yeah, because that's crucial. But I think the other thing that's really important as well is teams get into the habit of calling out where the other team proactively where they reckon they're going to be spawning coming from as well, because if you've got that information floating around in the chat before it happens, it's very useful, so you're going to get to the point where okay, they're spawning bottom stairs, right, then we need to be watching up top window direction.
Kids was on a 6 kill streak there.
It's good. We've got any streaks coming in?
Yeah, they've got a Hellstorm and a lightning strike coming in soon.
Look at this. Let's have a look at the leaderboard. Oaken's having a bit of a tear, isn't he? Ooh. Down to the T though. I know when UGT played their last game, actually, I think it was against, I want to say SMG. It was really, really close as well. It's good to see some really close games.
See, what you should do is put like a podcast on each game. So all the other games that come on per podcast on each game, so like people can watch. Obviously, you've got all the like the streams and stuff, but
yeah, well, it's a good point. I mean, the idea of the feature fixture, like I said before, is ideally it's going to be played on a separate day or an hour or two before the rest of the games, so that everyone can tune in. Because obviously people are going to be watching this post their matches, which is fine. But it's a shame that it can't be done in. People won't be able to watch it in live time. As like the Flow guys obviously playing tonight and stuff, they'll be concentrating on their stuff. But no, it is good. I mean, I've been thinking about doing a media hub through the league site actually, so we can kind of collaborate all the work together into one location on the site. It's just a bit of work really to make that happen. Ideally, having all the videos onto one platform is ideal. If teams give their rights to. Are happy for us to download those videos, because you can rip videos right off of YouTube and then re-upload them again. If teams are happy for us to do that, then obviously we can do that and we can have it all through the site. I had the idea of when obviously at the moment when a team plays those games, they pull those. Oh, we've got a good little game going on here. It's not got many points left to go. You guys have really bought. Bear in mind there was about 60-70 points separating you from UGT. They were up on this. You've really come back into this. Oh, nice. A little bit of turning around now.
It's the awareness.
It is, yeah. But yeah, it'd be good because we've got to download all those games and re-upload them onto the one channel. That's one option. Or you'd click on each fixture like you can do now, see all the scores and who got the MVPs. But you'd be able to click on a preview button then, and it would take you to the video of that game in particular. That's something else that has been asked for. Would be quite good. All things like that can happen. And certainly going into season 2, there will be some pretty big changes. Nice. Oh, it's getting down to the T now. This is when people start getting really sweaty. People start panic shooting.
This thing has got a war machine. Should have used the war machine.
If it was me right now. Well, my only concern here is you guys aren't set up for the next hill. They're trying now. We've got number. Oh yeah, we are.
We got a war machine on UGT.
This is huge. This is it, man. This is it. Big kill, that's it.
Good first game. Good first game. That's what I like to see.
Let's have a look at this leaderboard nice and quick. Let's have a look. How's it all gone? Nice. We got 40 kills there. Fantastic. So S&D coming up next. I mean, based on what you were telling me before, if we're winning the hard point now, this should be a bit of a sweep, shouldn't it?
Oh, don't quote me on this. Because if it doesn't happen now, that's it.
Let's have a look at the. Well, I should know the map, shouldn't I? But let's have a look what comes up next.
Yeah, I've got him up on my phone here. It's payload S&D.
Nice. This is the. I think it's the second time it's actually come up. It might even be the third time because obviously you're playing 2 S&D games here.
That's the thing. There's not many to choose from, though, is there?
No,
that's the issue.
No, there isn't. I mean, payload's an interesting one. I mean, we have quite a strong setup down on this ourselves.
Yeah, what's that then? Like, just fill us in.
Well, I'll compare it. Now, I think, to be honest, a good S&D game, really, in all honesty, in all seriousness, it's about not doing stupid things and be able to make on the spot intelligent reactive decisions and just playing as a team and rotating as a team. And you've got to make sure you pinch. You shouldn't ever be attempting to take a guy out unless you've got a guy to clean up the kill. You need to be checking all your kills. You can't be challenging people one-on-one. It's not hard point where you might be able to get away with it, or control where it might not make the world a difference. On S&D, especially if you're in a vital position, depending on what kind of
got an error.
UI error. Awesome, fantastic. Yeah. Oh, I've got a visitor. How exciting! You've got an interesting little selection going on with some of the guns on your team. We've got a silenced. We've got a silenced GKS. That's very unique.
It's deadly, absolutely deadly.
We've got a guy here on your team. I'm guessing he's only using one stock on his M6 on his ICR because he's got.
I won't
FMJ
say too much. I'm not saying too much.
This is great, From my perspective, this is amazing. I'm taking in so much information right now. Nah, it's great.
I'll do it when you guys play next.
Do you know what? We've got a really strong A push here from UGT. Is actually worth mentioning. We've actually got iPunch Kids on watching the flank right now, which actually, do you know what, is probably the least attractive role in the game, but is so vital. He's going to pick up Jevs in a second, any minute now. 3, 2, 1. There you go.
Oh, lovely. That's a good. That's the thing. It's just sweeping behind and got every other corner. It's covered. It's lovely.
It is. It's a hard one. I mean, it's yeah. That's, to be honest, that's the kind of role I play. I'm the annoying person that everyone hates, but will never get MVP because he's the annoying one that no one's ever going to give it to. But yeah, it's not the most. It's like playing an anchor. It's not an attractive role, but unfortunately, it's really, really vital. And any good team aren't going to have a designated anchor player. Or someone to watch that back. It's done ad hoc. It's done as it's needed.
Thing is, anchoring is such an important role. Ooh. So important.
Hugely. And I remember going to a team chat once, and someone was going, "Oh, who plays the anchor in the team?" And I remember the first thing I was saying, I was like, "So you're telling me that you've got one person who's always anchoring? What if he's down? What if he's not in the best position? You can't expect him to traverse the entire map to get into an anchor position. Surely you need to be able to you need to be agile on that. You can't just have one person doing things. It's like an objective player. Yeah, we have people who might sit on an objective more, but you need to be able to adapt in that situation. Your whole team should be able to move around.
A massive A push again on there.
It is a big A push. We've got Jevs on your team who died from the last game.
Oh,
I think he's seeking right now. He's going to kill Ben, so he's basically going to get the same kill on Ben right now. Oh, so he's going to have a bit of a difficult one here. AJ's coming to try and pick up Ben with his silenced GKS. We won't go into that.
And as quickly as that, it's become a 2 versus 1.
It has, man.
Mad.
Where's that bomb sitting? This will be interesting. Right, just left right now. Oh. Yeah, he's got 12 seconds now. He's going to have to go for the score. He ain't going to get the bomb down. If he does, nah, I don't think he could do this, surely. That's a shame, though. He wouldn't have been far off,
I thought I was going to sneak in, though. Nice, sneaky kill that is. I like that.
It was good. It was interesting to see Jevs play the same role. Would Jevs usually play that kind of quite defensive role, or do you think it's a case of he got a bit pissed that Ben got him that time, so he was going to seek a bit of equal revenge?
It's just you can't. I'm not going to say again too much.
That's absolutely fine. Ben's playing the same role. He's got no problems. He'll sit there all day. He's got sellotape over his aiming stick right now. There we go.
The thing is, it's one of those things. If something happens, the next round they just quick switch it completely up.
Yes.
It's lovely.
What's interesting right now, though, if we swap over to Jevs right now, he's actually coming right round the back of Ben. He has got a vendetta against him. I tell you now, he's going to pick him off.
To be fair, though, as soon as there's one person who's covering, you need to take him out.
Easy go. Depends how much information he's been given right now. It'd be really gutting if he doesn't pick up Ben at least. Oh, yes.
Good shooting, I like that.
Pulsive's going to react to that right now. Ooh. Good bit of play. He won't expect him to come from that direction.
Ooh.
Oof.
Good trade, good trade.
Oh.
Unlucky.
Is that, man?
Those trades are so important. Those call-outs got to be so quick.
It is. I mean, it's very much three rounds up to UGT. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I would expect a B push at some point.
Oh, that's got to come up next, surely.
You should. I imagine UGT are probably feeling pretty good right now. They're probably going to try another A push, I'd imagine. But let's have a look. Let's see what they do. Oh, who's been carrying that bomb? He's on defence here. So you guys are going to do a B push right now. There you go. The UGT are doing the same thing. They're looking to defend that as well. Here he's playing the defensive role here. You got Mars coming around the back. Here is probably going to pick him off if he comes around any minute now. There we go. Oh, he won't want that on the live stream. Bless poor guy. Right. Depends whether or not they call bomb down right now. Oh, you guys saw that or not? Oh, unlucky. Got a bit of work to do here, I'm afraid. So they can pull it back.
Yeah.
He's doing well. Let's have a little look. It's actually fairly balanced. Let's jump on board with AJ at the beginning of this round. Who would you say there's a necessary stand-up player in your team in terms of S&D, or does it kind of take its turns?
No, well, to be fair, like there's people like Titan. He's like the ICR player. He'll hold spots, and then like AJ, Kizza, they're just like a lot of them are slayers. I mean, they're all slayers to be fair, but they all hold their positions so well. That's what I like.
No good. And what have you guys been? I mean, how do you guys kind of? Without giving too much away here, how do you guys kind of prepare for your games? Have you been organising friendly scrims? Do you play the new CWL playlist, or do you go in?
Well, to be fair, but no, yeah, we all play the CWL playlist. As soon as it's come out, that's it. We all play it. But, no, before every game we do like a free for all, just warm up a little bit, or play some CWL. It varies, but yeah, no, we try and get as many scrims in as possible. But obviously everyone wants to do scrims, so everyone's just as busy as everyone else.
That's it. Well, I mean, it's one thing we're trying to do at the moment. Because obviously, bearing in mind we've got like another 7 or potentially 9 teams so far. I think we've got 7 teams on the community hub right now. So for people who are watching the stream or watch this later on the website itself, there's a community hub page at the top of the menu, or if you're looking on the phone, it's worth going onto that page because you've got 7 teams there who most of you have probably never played before, who are going to be joining the league next season. Appreciate some of them are second teams of current teams, but these guys are actively, if you want to play against different people and you want to get a bit of variety, the more teams you play, the more you're going to learn. So it's absolutely worth talking to these guys. You've got their best contact on there as well. You've only got one person to add them up. Say, would you like a game? These guys are wanting to play teams in the league right now. We've actually been thinking about doing, like teaser feature fixtures as well for the league. So we'll have teams currently in the league who will be called out by these teams in the waiting, and we'll do like a podcast of that to see if they can cause some pre-season upsets. A bit of a showcase, if you like.
That's the thing. We've been looking at the teams coming in. We played at least. Oh dear, what's happened there? I think Joe's realised the edge of the map there.
Oh, Punch Kids will be gutted for that. Right, it depends. Right now, he's used his grapple. He's gonna be right behind him. See.
Great play.
Yeah, it's an interesting one there because he's in that situation where he doesn't want to run too far away from the bomb because Ben could have just run back towards it and tried to defuse it. It's there is nothing worse, I'll tell you now, than being one-on-one and having to work out what the other person's going to do, because he could run you around in circles.
there's quite a few teams though who's joining. Who's quite good to be fair. We've played FSG and Gods of the new team, and the second team of Retribution as well. There's some quite good teams joining.
Yeah,
Quite
nah.
good.
It'll be good. I think a few teams are a little bit jealous they didn't get a second team in this season, so they're coming for it in the second. It's good. It's good to see. I mean, how many members have you guys got in total? I mean, how many have you got on your roster right now?
There's I want to say 7. What, 6, 7 of us?
Yeah.
The roster so far.
So I guess for your guys, it's going to be a case of just kind of bolstering up, you know, through the season and next season, and
I
just
mean,
like just.
To be fair, if we get one, I think we're looking to get one on the rest of them, and then just doing like A versus Bs. You know, I think everyone's doing A versus Bs to get their second team up and scratch. But...
That's it. Yeah, I imagine most second teams are going to have, you know, one or the other team is going to be, you know, slightly more serious, should we say? I don't imagine most teams are going to be in the same division, but at the end of the day, that's why we're going to be doing the seedings. You know, it's like this Sunday we've got to play. You know, both Laminar teams are playing each other, so you know it's it's the way it's worked out. If teams seed within that same kind of category, like I described earlier, within that that first state or that next state or the final eight, then that's how it'll be. So it'll be a good way to obviously to seed all those teams into those divisions.
So how many have you got? Any more teams looking to join up at all, or the ones in the hub at the moment, or the ones that we've got?
So you've got those 7. Those are pretty much dead cert. There is a slight mistake on there at the moment. I've got to change one of the main contacts for Fish Lap Gaming. Add a couple more, should I say? And I've got to change Retribution's contact because I don't believe Grant is around anymore. So I need to make sure I change that. Try to do that tonight.
Rocked a few boats, I think.
Yeah, but I think, yeah, I mean, certainly no hard feelings from my perspective, but we've got another 2, if not 3 teams we're currently talking to as well at the moment. I mean, one thing we're actually looking to do is, I mean, you guys are coming back into this now. This is a swing around. Here we go.
Yeah.
Let's bring it on. Let's work out who we're going to watch. Well, we've got to watch Cody Edwards this next game. He's going off on one.
Kiz is going off, yeah. 11-6, 8-6, 8-6, 8-6, 8-6, 27.
Let's get down there. There you go, number 8. Here we go. He's got a war machine as well. He's going to be doing a bit of damage.
So we got a Tempest in the other team on UGT. That's all they've got. Minutes Tempest.
A couple of your guys though are going to be up on their streaks really, really soon. Yeah. The thing is, he's got to work out the best time to use this war machine, because if he dies like now, and this is their last round, he's going to kick himself if he didn't get to use that. Titan Vapor and Jevs. What's Jevs got?
Oh, lovely shooting that one.
The pulse rifle's a bit of a funny one on S&D. Like, it depends on the map. Ooh.
Oh, Annihilator's gone.
Big game here. I mean, in a way, obviously you don't want it, but in a way, it'd be good for a little 1-1 here. Timing up quite nicely.
Big kill.
Sorry, 1 second.
Reverse sweep is on.
Here we go. Let's have a go. Let's jump on board with
I've got Pulse.
Pulsive then. Let's have a little go with his nasty camo.
Anyone checking up?
Ooh.
Is that war machine down?
Oh. Pulsive with some preemptive shots right there. So have you played this new game yet? What's it called again?
Or the Apex.
That's the one, Apex Legends. That's the one.
Yeah, no, I haven't played it. No, everyone's just been talking about it. I haven't played it yet.
I watched the trailer. This is top quality podcast, and I'm talking about a different game. But yeah, the trailer looked pretty good. But I don't think it had any. There was no run up to it. There was no official announcement. As far as I'm aware, they released it on the same day they announced it. That's alright.
Oh, I won't swear. Sorry.
This is it. This is it.
That was great play.
That's vital. That's vital. Here we go. They shouldn't be losing this round now with that pulse out.
Good man.
Yeah, he's done the right thing popping that now, I think. I've got Ben left here. Let's go over to Ben. He's under a bit of pressure here. I mean, it's not impossible right now, but bearing in mind, you've got 3 guys really well spread out. Unless he gets a ninja defuse, this isn't going to happen. Nah.
Easy. What's it? 5-4? Oh, look at that. They do it at one of the best reverse sweeps.
Yeah, from
This
4 rounds down. I mean, I won't lie. I mean, we've had it before where even at Flow, we've gone 4. We've been up 3 rounds, then lost it 6-3. It has happened. It does happen to every team, but it's learning from it. You know, it's making sure it doesn't happen again and working why. A team really realistically shouldn't be losing 6 rounds in a row. I mean, because they're not adapting to the situation. That's the problem. So this is obviously a huge round for both of you guys. Let's have a little look what's going on here. Most players aren't going to be particularly aggressive here. I wouldn't have been surprised to have seen a few more assaults come out, but
AJ's going down.
oh, that is a big kill. He's got to keep alive here. I wouldn't.
Oh, Ben comes back with a grab slam.
Bit of a cheeky one.
That is a reverse sweep. That is Jesus.
Brutal.
That was a lovely win. That one.
Oh, they'll be gutted. They'll be absolutely gutted.
That momentum would be high now. Got into control.
That is it. I think the thing is as well, especially when it comes to S&D, depending on the style of or how you're setting up and how you're playing it. The one thing I've noticed is that a lot of teams play it quite slow. They play it quite defensively, which is fine, but it gets a bit predictable. So, you know, if a team is naturally playing slower, you're going to have a few more ICRs come into play, and certainly more stuns. You know, if people are going to play more passive like that. On the flip side, if people are playing more aggressive, then it's just a case of just kind of matching up with that. I think most teams need to be able to adapt to and be able to be flexible and rotate on the map quite well. But yeah, losing 6 rounds in a row. I mean, I don't think on payload so much, but there are some really nasty spots. Especially on maps like Gridlock, where you can get into some really nasty positions that I still don't think.
So many places to hold.
Yeah, and I still don't think a lot of teams are aware of all the little nooks and crannies that you can position yourself in. And obviously, we'll let them find out that out the hard way. But it's good. It's good to see how different teams kind of set up on S&D. I don't always think that a lot of teams do set up on it though. But this is the other thing as well. To lose 6 rounds in a row. I mean. Poor UGT, but yeah, there's obviously not so much of a setup there, I would say. So for a bit of work on.
The nerves start kicking in. It's the issue. More mistakes start getting made. Oh, another UI here. What's going on?
That's it, man. Right, let's have a little look. I think we're going to start. We're going to start this game. We're going to watch a bit of Ben, I think, at the beginning of this game. We'll give him a go. Interesting again though, because on this one, so it's always funny what the difference between setting up on a control and on a hard point. Interesting to see if either teams actually go and try and get a bit of a spawn press on here, or both teams kind of sit around and hover back. Let's jump on board.
Depends on what happens.
Yeah, let's jump on board with Ben and see how we set up. Here we go.
I'll do Titan. Get inside the hold.
Nice one. We've got a bit of an A push here. Thing is, we have got an A push here, but we've only got one guy on it. In all seriousness, like, that's a very, very, very slow burn right now. Trophy system in. Oh, it fell off the map.
There seems to be a lot of thing going on at the moment. That's twice this series.
Yeah, Ben will be happy you got killed for that. Right.
That was very quick. Playing from a pulse.
Ooh. It's also funny how Control quickly turns into a game of team deathmatch, depending on which way the game is going.
See, that's the thing. It's like team deathmatch. It's like all the modes combined into one.
Well, you know, if you think about it, it's literally it's a joining together of S&D and Hardpoint, really. It's interesting. It's an interesting little concept, having those, you know, those 30 lives between each team. And I think as long as you haven't got a player on the team who consistently goes into the negative, it's okay. You know, because it can take, you know, one or two players who do have, you know, who do get outside on the regular, can make a big difference on Control. You haven't got to have a team full of slayers by any stretch of the imagination. And someone's got to come bottom of the leaderboard, right? But I would certainly say it's important that someone isn't consistently going into the negative.
Great trade there.
Right, let's jump on board with Pulsar for a little bit. Really close. Once there's one kill in it. Thing is, right now we've got a minute left. I would not be trying to push this hill very aggressively at all. They should be playing this for the kills right now. I wouldn't even bother getting in there. Pulsar's Ben's pinching right now.
Unlucky. Ben on the flank. Ben getting two.
Oh, big kills. Big kills.
Passed out.
Kids taking them down.
The kid has been traded.
4-1-2. You got a guy coming in mid though. Oh, not impossible a 3v1. Not impossible. Oh.
Unlucky there.
Still settle there. Nice. Let's have a look at the end of the first round leaderboard going on here. Right. Let's jump on board of Kids for the beginning of this one. So where are most of your guys based? Are they based kind of, are they all dispersed in Europe, or are they mainly UK based?
UK, I believe. I don't think we've got any other outside as well. I think we've got some Ireland, I think.
Yeah. No, nice. Nice. There's quite a bit. Yeah, there's certainly quite a bit of diversity in the league, which is great to see. Still having to explain because we've
got a whole team of Dutch, haven't you?
Yeah, your whole team from the Netherlands. We've got quite a few players from Wales and Scotland, which, you know, is obviously, you know, definitely a foreign country. We've actually got, funny enough, in Laminar Flow, we've actually got 3 players from Belgium. You know, 3 of the first team players there. I still have to explain.
Oh. Sorry, go, sorry.
That's alright. No, you're fine, mate. I still have to.
Sorry, you go ahead. Go.
So I still have to explain to the guys from the UK, my team, that Belgianese isn't a language. You know. Yeah. So we won't say any more. We won't put any fingers. But yeah, certainly isn't Belgianese.
Oh, we've got a lightning strike coming on from Pulse.
Here we go. Beautiful.
Oh. We've got a spawn trap going on here.
Perfect. Around certainly more in the favour of UGT here. I mean, this could be a bit of a way it's going at the moment. This could be a 2-1 situation right now, and which will then make it actually quite interesting for that next hard point. It's certainly, as you notice right now, I mean, I know the first couple of fixtures, I think the first two fixtures of the league actually, we had one half of the entire leaderboard on 10 plus round difference, and the other bottom 6 are on minus 10. So now with all these round differences coming into play, it's made the leaderboard, you know, it's really kind of added a bit of variety into it. It's I think it was quite there was certainly quite a divide before, you know, between the top 6 and bottom 6 teams. I think it's great now to see a lot of these teams kind of in the mix now. Some stronger players certainly coming into some of these other teams as well, and I'm sure you guys will pull it back for the next round. Depends what you guys are going to do to adapt to this next round. Here we go. I think the big thing to bear in mind here is what kind of streaks have we got on the go? What kind of streaks have we got ready?
Why would you use an ally air for the last person? Such a waste. Say that for next round, you could have got 3 or 4. No, I don't. Especially when you got 12 lives to 1.
Nice one. Right, so let's have a quick jump on board. Let's have a look what kind of kill streaks we've got on the go here. Ooh. Mars is pretty much going to be 1 kill off his lightning strike. And
He's the closest one, I think, isn't he?
Nothing else at all on the board. Let's just jump on board with him and see how he gets on at the beginning of this game. No, he's lost his potential. That's it. No worries. There's certainly a couple of specialists on the go.
He's pushing by himself there. Oh, Pulse and again 2 kills there.
Oh, big escape there.
Oh, War Machine, my kids is out. War Machine, oh, the trophy was out, so much.
Got some big plays here by Pulsive as well. Must be the camo. Oh. Does Era tend to wear the body armor?
Not that I've known of, no. I don't know if that's something that's just come on, or I'm not too sure. If I'm honest, I haven't noticed it.
We've got a fair few specialists. You've got a grab slam here. You've got a pulse rifle.
Yeah, we've got 10 bits as well. Joe's got a 10 bits on.
It's a close round, so if you're going to snatch one, this needs to be it.
Alan's got a 10 bits. Oh no, he's got a War Machine even, sorry. Kills him quite close.
Alright, here we go, big round. This is definitely an ICR position, this one right now.
Oh, close kill to JS.
So that's it. Oh, I'd be screaming at the whole team right now. Put away your SMGs. Alright.
Oh, how do you know that was it?
He's got a war machine here. He's playing a game here. It's whether or not he's going to decide to pull it out.
5 versus 5. What's going on?
So I don't know if I'd be pulling out his war machine right now or not. Very much like an S&D right now.
Big kills now. Oh, getting pinched.
Oh. No worries, no worries. Still 2-1 up in the series. Well done to UGT for that one. Good little pullback there. Pulse going off on one there. I'll tell you what, a lot of objective kills there from JHS as well.
VHS. Yeah, that's good.
If you actually look at it there, I mean, all of the UGT did go positive then. Obviously, it makes quite a bit of a difference. To be honest, though, the one thing I would say there wasn't any real score streaks that really came in and made a big impact in that game at all. You know, usually on Control, if as soon as one team gets out their sniper's nest or their drone squad, it's almost game over.
Yeah. Especially drone squad. Yeah, sniper's nest is OP on this game. Especially in half wins. Ridiculous. You can't do anything.
No, good one, right. Getting to the heat of the action now.
What have we got next? Gridlock hardpoint. That's what I like to see. Is the reverse sweep on?
Strange. So I was looking at some of the scores and some of the stories from around the league tonight.
What are some of the scores?
Bit of drama. Right. Let's have a look, see if we can get some scores on the board.
Is it 9 o'clock kickoff for everyone, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much, yep. That's the case. As we know, most games don't tend to kick off for the first 20 minutes or so. It does take a bit of a while to get the teams going sometimes.
So who'd it be up tonight? UGT, Divinity, Elusive, or the Wall. That'd be a good game. Retribution and Slow. Oh, we've got Ben on the plane already. Oh, big kills there by Ben.
Nice bit of open play. It's been a strong start so far for UGT. You guys pulling back a bit now. Thing is, 10 seconds left right now. You've got 3 players, or 3 of your guys are on, still on the point.
Got 2 players still going to challenge. So. Oh no, one's man.
Let's have a look what's going on here. Oh, taking out the head glitch. Let's shoot on over. Hey, Jeff's here, what's he going to be doing?
Oh, unlucky. Oh, Ben's on the flank. Someone's calling him out.
AJ's having a good game, mate. Let's catch up with AJ. He's on the hot next hardpoint ready. Pushing out a little bit. Got punch kids coming around from behind.
Big kill by Era there.
It's really close once again. It is close. Here we go.
Right.
Certainly would be dramatic to go to 2-2. I'm sure you don't want that, but it will certainly be. It certainly will make it dramatic. That's for sure.
Divinity's got that time, isn't it? Nice. 2 big kills. 40 off a lightning strike, can he get it?
No, nice.
25.
Vital for that mid hill.
Right. We've got Era going on kill streak as well. Right, we've got a lightning strike. Unlucky Titan, but lovely.
Nice one. Let's have a little look back on the stream.
3 on 1 there.
You got a demanding lead going on here as well.
What's that?
A bit of a demanding lead going on here. So look at JHS on a bit of a stream now.
Oh, Storm flips.
Oh.
Nice kill by Jess.
Both teams got their grab slams ready.
Tempest is down.
Scott Allen still got his war machine though. Big kills for Ben there. Big kills.
Kids that had a choice of about 4 people there.
Probably worth Ben here trying to play for a bit of streak. Oh, big kill there. Take him off his streaks. Nice bit of a leader.
Pulse going. what's happening to UGT here.
I know, man. It's
Can't get close to it.
no, I mean,
UGT holding them back.
this could be the series shutout right here.
Oh, lucky.
20 seconds left. They can win on this hill, so they need to, you know, they need to contest this.
Oh, Titan's got a drone squad. That's big.
Not looking good. Here we go.
Oh! Yeah, sit down and press before it came in.
It's a game there. Nice.
And we've got a 3-1 win.
Beautiful, beautiful. Let's see if it comes down to whether UGT fancy taking away around from you guys. But that is absolutely the series in the bag for the time being. Big game. Right, one more to go. Well, well done, obviously, on winning that series, man. That's good stuff.
Yeah, that's what I like about these boys. They can switch it up quite nicely.
That's it. One more game now. One more game. One finish on the S&D. I think it's S&D Arsenal, isn't it?
Yeah, S&D. Yeah. See that there's nothing to play for. See what happens. See if everyone plays aggressive or.
That's it, mate. Nice one.
Or we have a sniper. Or we've got a sniper pulse. Going big. I like a sniper on this map.
So yeah, who's sniping?
They got pulse with a sniper.
Right, I do critique this heavily, so let's have a little look. Oh, that's
Here he's
it.
going up for the fence. Gonna be off. There's trades out. It's nice. Sniper's not seeing anyone.
Bomb's going down.
Bomb's going down. Yeah. Titan's got a big job here.
Oh, wait.
Takes the sniper down.
I'm not the
Nice.
biggest fan of sniping. I don't mind people doing it, but as soon as they're in a 1v3 situation and they had a chance, or a 2v1 and they could have done it, but because they have a sniper they couldn't do it. That's when it bugs me.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's just I think when you start losing rounds and people stay on the stay with the sniper, it gets me a little bit.
I think if it makes a good impact, if it's being used to shut down a side of the map, then fine. In my opinion, nothing an ICR can't do. But no, it certainly is one of those. That's a nice camo. Look at that.
Big kill that was.
That was a decent kill. Let's have a little look. Let's jump on board with Titan. See how he's going on. I don't recognise this camo. Is this a zombies or a blackout camo?
This is the blackout camo, I think.
Ah, nice.
Pulse has taken away the sniper quite quickly. A lot of sitting stills.
There is, man. There is. A lot of the UGT guys are about A.
And then just like that.
Here we go. Who else we got left? Right, Pelsive. On defence though. There we go. Pulse and iPod kids running together. If they play this smart.
Unlucky. Unlucky.
Cool.
Big, nice play. Going a big, is that a big push?
Flat 80 looks like it.
Oh, we've got a sniper. Lucky.
Nice. There you go, 2-1. Sorry if it's going a bit quiet from my end on the stream. I'm responding to quite a few messages that are coming in now about all the games. There's always drama every time. Be good to get some scores though. Good to get some scores going around. Right, here we go. Start of the fourth round. Let's have a look who's going off. Got the big plays going on here by Jebs. Let's have a look what's going on with him.
Kill my kids.
Ben peeking it, getting a nice stun in there. Clean him up nice and easy. Ben's gonna pinch that surely. No, he didn't. Oh, there we are.
Oh,
Big escape.
Kill.
Big escape by Jebs.
Bombs going down on B. Two UGT guys very split up.
Nice. I think the thing is, some certain players are like kind of pushing alone. You certainly don't want to be doing that. Nice.
Let's go on that sniper. Pinched.
Ooh. Wow, it's around the UGT here. Quick round. So a bit JHS, a bit further up the street board.
See, my accuracy would never be like that. Spitfire.
Ooh. We have some display settings on the telly that we don't want to be seeing. Get rid of that. Oh. Oh, big kills.
I was so quick.
Perfect, here we go. Right, let's go on all of JHS and see what's going on. Oh. 4-3 to your guys at the moment. Well, that's awfully funny. Oh, it's a shame we can't do a. It's a shame we couldn't do a listening. That would have been good.
Yeah, I'd like that.
Oh yeah, we're on the stream, matey. Will do, man. No problem at all. Everything okay? Yeah, Matt. No worries. We'll do. Just.
Oh dear.
All the
Now I
dramas.
want to know.
All the dramas.
Who did Rogue play tonight?
They played Square One. That's a 4-1 for the series.
Good games.
It is, man. It is. Well, wicked, guys. Well, thank you obviously for tuning in. Sorry I went a bit quiet at times. It's surprising how much drama goes on in this at the moment. So yeah, no worries there. But now it was good to watch. I'm sure next time won't be as many distractions going on, so I can be a bit more vocal. Get everyone a bit of a so everyone having a headache, I guess, in the end. So there's the positive to come out of that. Yeah, that was decent. That was good. It was actually quite a close game, to be fair, in the end. Some decent games
Score
of
doesn't
hardpoint
reflect
there.
it really, but
No, it's worse always the way, isn't it? But it'll be good to go ahead. Good for you guys as well. Who are you guys playing on Sunday? Who are Divinity playing on Sunday?
square one.
Ooh, nice. Now it'll be good. Be a good little matchup. It'll be decent.
Yeah, that'd be a good game.
It'll be good. Well, I'll say thank everyone for obviously tuning in. Anyone who has tuned in, anyone obviously watches this after the stream, which is in most is going to be most people in this case, I would imagine. I think most people had their games tonight. Yeah, have a good one, everyone, and we'll. I'm sure we'll be having another stream. We'll put another poll up for who's going to do the feature fixture. Someone who can actually pay full attention next time, unlike me, do a proper job of the podcasting. But yeah, it'll be. I'm sure it'll be a good one, whichever game is selected. Nice one. Perfect.